I got people on the Jamaican side, and they talk about the bati boy is a real taboo thing, and it's not manly. It's this unspoken. You get ostracized, you get pushed out, and it's a different time now. We need to talk about it.
The machismo thing is a pressure in the Caribbean.
Some dancehall tunes, which I love, but they really are homophobic. And do you think that that is encouraging men to practice unsafe sex, perhaps?
I don't want to call any names because this is a Caribbean network, and I know the whole Caribbean. But when you think about it, you can consciously say, okay, yes, okay,
Batty man kill Batty man.
Okay, so I was telling one of our guests tonight, I was saying to him, again, we were just making some jokes, and I said, boy, he was looking at me putting on my makeup, and he said, you look so nice, and we were putting on eyeliner. I said, what do you think about putting on eyeliner? I even said that to KK.
Yes, you did.
And then we immediately went to the fact that, boy, no, that'll just make me be on the other side. You know, so yes, there is a homophobic reaction. Now,
that's not homophobic.
I mean,
you just choose not to wear makeup.
No, for real, when we boil it down, Caribbean people are very adverse. Yes. I mean, I think to even more, because this community that we live in here in the United States is so much more accepting, and we love, and I have gay friends, so please do not think that I am against gays. Please don't be sending no email, no nothing that I can. All of we have gay friends, we love everybody. So that's not what we're discussing. The point is, Caribbean men do say to themselves that I do not want to be seen as that. So let me really be macho. And yes, they are encouraged to be more promiscuous on that whole level of being macho. So to answer your question, Jerry, yes, I think it does contribute because they do not want to be seen as batty men.
Those are their role models in the Caribbean.
And that's
the we have role models to look up to.
We might not be able to name them off, but I know there's a lot of great writers, a lot of great politicians, a lot of great people in the medical field, attorneys. They're in the Caribbean. That's where the parents come in.
I have to grab the mic.
Wait, what are we talking about? Homosexual or have AIDS?
No, let me grab the mic. Allow me to grab the mic from Mark. You know why I'm grabbing the mic? Because he does have a point, but listen to me. Who do they see more in the public eye? I have smaller brothers and sisters. You're right, Jared. It's entertainers, so that you can come with that. Entertainers are so much more prominent than the doctors and the lawyers and all. So you can come with that.
Okay, let's tone it down.
The fact of the matter is that young people in the Caribbean look up to artists and entertainers. Half of the artists disrespect and oppose to you being gay.
In the Caribbean?
Yes.
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier about the suppression of that. One of the coverage that we did, one of the movies made in Bahamas, Children of God, touched on that, where the characters were talking about, one of the characters where he was bisexual. You know, he had a girlfriend, but then he also liked men too. But what happened, he lived two lifestyles because with his family, the machismo thing, yeah, you know, I got a girlfriend, that's what I want, and then mom kept pressuring, when you gonna give me grandkids. What happened, he said for a long time, I like men, but he felt stifled because his true love is men, but he can't bring it up because what happened in the Caribbean, you know what happened, you get killed and everything. So you force a lot of people, they can't be them true selves. Because what happened, like I said, once again, it is not quote unquote accepted. What do you do as a person? You know, do you say, forget it, let me be a rebel, let me come out and say, you know what, I'm a homosexual and this is who I am, accept me? Or do you go with the status quo, so you know what, I have to suppress this because I'm a Caribbean man, I know what's gonna happen to me if I come out and say that. Okay. So that's it. And I think Jerry,
what I'm trying to,
it's so small, you can't, let's say, you can't really, let's say, hide in the Caribbean because all of the countries are small. You can't really, let me go over here with the people. You know what I mean? There isn't a community where, okay, you know what, all of us, let's go over here in a safe haven. So there is no safe haven.
I understand what you're saying. I guess my question is, why is AIDS linked to a gay person?
Not just homosexuality.
Okay, because I was like, that's a little bit ignorant.
Well, I guess this is a question that $1 million question. Is it that the homosexuals, they're more, let me go get tested, versus heterosexuals?
Oh, okay.
Don't bring it up there, so we don't know. Maybe the heterosexuals,
Maybe that's
there
the
is
link.
more. Because I had a cousin that passed away from AIDS in the early 90s.
Sorry.
I didn't even know that, you know what I mean? But the thing is, more and more you're meeting people, like even at, when we did the red carpet for Shirley Ralph, I didn't know Flex had that. His brother died from that. So more and more it's becoming known more. People are talking about it more. Okay. So it's not just the homosexual community, that's where AIDS is, and that's where the problem is. Just the fact that we don't talk about it. Like Mark touched on, in the Caribbean, we're not going back home in Belize and Trinidad, Jamaica, where you're from, going to the clinic, getting tested. So you don't know. Everybody's parish and everything. You don't know who really has it.
Okay, so you're saying the homosexual community, they're more open with about talking about the disease. That's why it seems like
I would think so.
Okay, have you heard anything in terms of race?
AIDS and HIV does not discriminate.
I know that
I just wanted to know
Africa is the highest AIDS rate in the world.
Why is that?
After that, the Caribbean.
I've been positive for 19 years, and I found out very, very early through, testing early. So, I pretty much, my story is to tell people to get tested so that they can find out their status early. So if you find out early, you can live a long time. But if you don't find out early, you know what I'm saying? Bad things happen. My family's from the Caribbean, from the Bahamas,
I lost my brother in '97 from AIDS, and for me, it's homage to him, but it's also helping and get that voice out there that I think has become a little quiet in the black community. It's kind of taboo, and I think we need to be more vocal about it.
We've got to break the silence around the disease in the Caribbean. We've got to speak up and out about what's taking place. And if we don't, we will wish we had.